Hey everyone, it's Michael Kikle. I hope you're doing well today, and it seems like the news finally broke that officially Taylor Swift is going to be part of the MCU. Now, it's kind of debated on what she's going to be doing. Is it going to be Blonde Phantom, which a lot of people seem to really be hitting on that? I don't know what the credibility of that is. Is it just because she's blonde? I don't know. There's a lot of discussion of whether it's that or some other character I don't think I've ever heard of called Dazzler. Now, mind you, I've only been reading comics off and on since about 2018 when I had a back injury, so I'm a little all over the place about what I know, what I don't know. Maybe I've heard of some of these characters mentioned, but I know Blonde Phantom and Dazzler I've never heard of before. There's also a rumor that either of these projects will be a Disney Plus series, and I don't really know or care about that. There's also a rumor she might be in a Wolverine standalone movie, not a Hugh Jackman movie, but the supposed Daniel Radcliffe project that could be going on, that a lot of people suspect will be spinning out of Deadpool and Wolverine's new movie. But, I don't know. Little girls around the world are probably cheering right now, who will watch literally anything that she'll show up in, and that's fine. Let me put it like this. I don't have any hateful, negative feelings towards Taylor Swift. There are certain pop artists like her, like Katy Perry, that I don't know how I feel about them in person, because I've never met them, but I don't know how I feel about them as a person, what they think, what they feel, what they believe, versus their art, their media. Personally, I don't think I have any kind of qualms with Taylor Swift. She's one of the few celebrities in Hollywood that I have any problems with. She's not on social media trashing her fans, like Disney and Marvel employees, and WB employees, and DC employees. She's not doing anything like that. And from the get-go, nowadays, I shouldn't have to say this. I should just not have to respect somebody. But I've got to be honest with you. I do respect people now in Hollywood, like her, Henry Cavill, Chris Pratt, who treat their fans like that. Whether I'm a fan or not, I've got to give her the props about how she kind of carries herself when it comes to that. So I wish her the best, to be honest with you. But on the other hand, number two, this seems like such a weird-ass choice from Disney. And Marvel in general is a part of Disney. I don't understand exactly where they're coming from with what they want to do with this, nor do I understand how much money they probably had to pay her to do this, because God knows, she probably made, or probably could make, way, way, way more money off of what she does for concerts, because she tours all of the time. And this Eras tour thing she's been doing, or is wrapped up, or still ongoing, whatever, it seems to me like that's a big deal. I mean, it had a movie, right? A concert movie. And it seemed like a lot of my wife's friends who love Taylor Swift went out of work those days to go see that movie, and had a good time. My wife is not a Swiftie. We're kind of the types that we were surprised that she transferred over from country music to pop music. And frankly, she's the reason, I would say, that country music got ruined. Not because of her, but because of another bunch of douchebags like Jason Aldean, who decided to take country music and make it into pop and knock off rap in his case, instead of keeping country music the way it always was. I'm not even a die-hard country guy, but I do like older stuff, kind of pre-2000s stuff, obviously, more like 50s, 60s country. But anyway, they ruined country music. Taylor Swift was the beginning of that when she moved into pop music. And again, I don't blame her, but I have my places that I'm kind of like, is she going to have every singer and rapper and stuff coming into the MCU now? Is this going to happen with that too? The MCU is already in a horrible place right now. I'm watching Shang-Chi at the moment. I'll probably have a review out either tonight or the next couple of days. We'll see, God willing, but it ain't great. That's what I would say. You already had the beginning of that with Awkwafina, and fucking hell, Awkwafina. So anyway, I don't hate Taylor Swift. I'm curious to see what she'll do. I don't think I've ever seen her act in anything. I don't know if she is an actress, so that's another big-ass red flag for this. Maybe it'll be a good idea, maybe it'll be a terrible idea, but it could be a train wreck. Look on the good side. We could all laugh at it, heavily, like I always do. I don't know exactly whether I like this, whether I have any faith in this. With current MCU stuff, not really. I mean, I've liked Guardians, I liked No Way Home, post-Endgame, and that's it. That is it. I have not wasted my life on shit like She-Hulk, and nor do I want to be honest with you. If this becomes a TV series on Disney Plus, you can best bet I will probably not be watching it. Maybe if many of you beg me to do it, maybe I'll do it. But I don't think I will. I don't have the kind of audience, at least yet, to be able to do that kind of thing, so it's probably not going to happen. Maybe it'd be good for the subs, though. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. If you'd like me to check out whatever this may be, whether it be Blonde Phantom, Dazzler, whatever, let me know all that down below. But what do you think about this? Do you think this is going to be good or bad? It's clearly going to bump up the MCU numbers. I think it's clear to that, because these Swifties are crazy, dude. Older people, like my wife's friends, younger people, like the kids and teens and preteens, the girls who will have the time to watch this stuff. I will be curious what they do. But what I also think, too, is how heavily could this be tied into the MCU without being its own standalone property? Because if it's a lot of young girls who don't watch these movies, who don't have the potential to have seen at least a lot of these, like my wife's friends, for example, how in the world are you going to bring them into watching this stuff? If they're going to keep it serialized and kind of more of a standalone, like I said, I could see that working. But if they don't, I think it's going to shoot them in the foot even harder when people just skip to the certain moments of the Taylor Swift scenes in the show or movie or movies or whatever this is going to be. So, I don't know, man. It just seems like it's a big-ass mess. Another sign, like I said, that the MCU is dying out. And I hate that because it's part of my childhood, man. I was seeing these when I saw Iron Man in 2008 in the movie theaters, the same year as Dark Knight, and it meant a lot to me, and it's meant a lot to me for a long time. But it's in a bad place, man. And I don't mean all of that message to be tied in with the Taylor Swift thing, but when you start trying to stress to have celebrity cameos, if you will, and this isn't even a cameo, this is a straight-out huge performance, I would not be surprised at all many years down the road if we find out that Taylor Swift was approached by Disney, not the other way around. Because we had, years ago, there were actors and actresses that would get on Twitter and try to be like, I want to join. Let me know if you guys want me for ABC representation. That was a constant thing for a long time, and people seem to not remember that, so I am fairly confident with the kind of money that Taylor Swift draws in on her own behalf, with her own talent, whether I like it or not. She is a money maker. There is no getting around it. She could make strippers jealous, to be honest with you. And the chick, she has an audience. Say whatever you want, but she has a niche audience, but has become probably the biggest pop star in my lifetime, to be honest. I mean, she outlived, so far with the timeline of her career, something like NSYNC, or something like Backstreet Boys, you know? It's very wild, man. But anyway, that's all I had to say about this. I really didn't have much to say. I don't know how to feel about it. What do you guys think about this Taylor Swift joining the MCU thing? Are you a Swiftie, I guess, number one? I doubt it. I think most people that watch my channel are dudes, according to the analytics I looked at, but still, you could be a Swiftie, I guess. If you happen to be, are you excited for this news? Do you think it's a terrible idea? Let me know all that down below. I'd love to talk to you more about this. Who do you think she's going to play? Do you think it'll be a Disney Plus series or a movie? I guess whenever we finally get some news about that, what it officially is, I'll cover it. But it feels very strange. It feels like it would have been back in the day when the MCU kicked off. It feels like they would have randomly had her show up in something as a cameo and then spun it off into its own series. But that's not the case this time around. It seems like they're going in the route of more of making a huge announcement to try to draw in the curious Swifties to watch something. But I don't understand why she would take the time away from the career that I know she has to be making more money than she would from this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But it's strange to me that she's doing this. I don't know. Kind of makes you believe in that Hollywood clone theory. Anyway, what do you think about this? Let me know all that down below. Thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. Catch you later, and goodbye.